Hello, I'm Dr. Kathrin Horton, and things are just terrible at the moment for me personally. It's the 10th of April 2018, and it is now 8 minutes past midnight, and I am doing my best. I originally wanted to make a video notifying everybody that I have put out a little guide on how to make cord bundles, and I've uploaded it to Patreon, but I really wanted to make a video asking my viewers what they would like to do, because over the past year I have been supported by you know just a handful of very generous donors, and especially one who has kept us going, and I really feel that we all should chip in. There's so much to do, and I am working all day as much as I can, and it's not very easy because you have seen the videos and you know, I'm being machine gunned at night. I have difficulty speaking sometimes. I'm not sure if you can see, but they're amusing themselves with pulling this eye out of alignment, and they're causing ever more brain damage. The non-stop machine gunning into my body from my immediate neighbors is causing damage to my bone structure and to my joints, and they are destroying everything. They keep coming in, they keep cutting up my clothes, they keep cutting up any sort of present that I got from the people who are still alive and from those who are not. And there comes a point where you cannot comprehend the evil of the people living right next to you. These are utter proletarians, and I can see that in Switzerland they're doing the same thing. Sorry. And that they did in Transylvania. They are getting the total absolute scum of society. Those who are totally, morbidly stupid and corrupt and dumb and just generally don't have any personal standards. And I just scum the dregs of society. And they want to use those to sadistically destroy everything that is beautiful. Every person, every relationship, every beautiful object, every item of clothing, every beautiful memory. And they want to destroy every square inch of your body. Literally, I have four large fields, 2 fields of nanotech on my body that can be made to burn by remote control or can be made to tingle. I have large lesions on my leg, lesions on the back of my head, in my neck. I have lesions on my genitals, all from the same bio-warfare weapon, I think. But it was applied one after the other. And I have got shot wounds and lesions opening up all across my shoulders and my chest. You can occasionally see the traces of, wounds on my face. You can see how uneven everything is because it's non-stop inflamed. They're trying to make my hair thin and fall out. They try to poison me. I am being, raped several times per day. They managed to hook up the AI synthetic telepathy of my brain chips, and every time I get really upset about, thinking about one particular person and how much I miss them. When I start to cry, they programmed the AI such that it instantaneously triggers a gag reflex, and they try to make me throw up. It's kind of like an aversive, so that you don't cry or you don't think how much you miss the person. It's absolutely sick. Meanwhile, just this Christmas, we had DARPA gloating about how they're going to brain mutilate and remote neurologically control all the billion children on this planet. And that was the totally psychopathic and sadistic message from DARPA. It's a Nazi organization run by mentally ill people, just like MI6 and MI5 and all the secret services and weapons labs. They are run by mentally ill people who have been groomed to be deranged and probably also brain mutilated with microwave cavitation, you know, and other ways to really, really destroy them. As I'm sitting here, the navel chip that they implanted also contains something that grows into my tissue, and it started growing through my tissue painfully. When I leave the house, they vibrate my skin and they rape me. They machine gun into my head non-stop. They machine gun my head every time I drive my car. They have got roving death squads, and with they, I as always mean the intelligence agencies, and they are just out and they are turning on individuals, and they have this obsession with mutilation. So you have this leching, panting psychopathy always around you, and it's this kind of really panting of these degenerate old men and these absolutely whacked out moronic teenagers and young people, and everything that I built up, my brain, my mental skills, my family, my marriage, my career, my businesses have been destroyed. My health has been destroyed, and that of my parents is being destroyed. And my other family members are being attacked. And I have these utterly degenerate, moronic neighbors around me who are so fucking dumb that, you know, I've got a lorry driver living under me. The people who were howling abuse at me, screaming their heads off, and calling me names and calling Melanie Richard names. They are a lorry driver and the wife of a lorry driver who can't even drive a car. You know, and the people around me, I don't know how the Swiss can be so rich and so degenerate. You know, I've got neighbors who were gloating to me that they are the Bermuda Triangle, and these are neighbors who live around me. I have the absolutely, you know, whacked out woman opposite who just put the black goat back when I started the neighborhood campaign. How fucking degenerate can these people be? What have they done with their life? Have they literally just murdered children all their life and relied on the cartel, you know? And that's the situation. I'm trying to make, you know, build together court cases, but everybody who I meet who's trying to, you know, solve stuff, they are severely brain damaged, and they are being brain damaged ever harder. And meanwhile, we have these degenerate proles running outside and doing shit. I just doing nothing, just destroying everything because they get paid. So I don't know. You know, I don't know what to do. The truth is, we need money to bootstrap it, and we need money to actually get all the court cases and get everything up. And I'm trying to claw back the money from PayPal, which they have locked down, but it's just not enough. I am being mutilated to death, and the people who are left are morbidly degenerate and stupid. You can't run the world like that. These people don't even know how to operate our systems. So I didn't actually mean to talk about all this. I wanted to ask you what you prefer. Shall I keep it with Patreon and then everybody subscribes over Patreon, or the alternative model would be that I keep putting out videos, and at the end of every video I say, please, please donate. Please just be honest enough and donate $5 or or £5 or whatever this particular piece of information is worth to you. You know, if you spend £10 on a DVD, would you spend £10 on learning how to make a bundle, you know, and then put together your case? Because we're working so hard in the team to try to not just put stuff into place for us, but to actually help other people, you know. And we're just surrounded by these degenerate morons everywhere. So the question is, do you think I should subscribe or ask people to subscribe on Patreon and support me there with a monthly fee, where the videos would be just locked and only accessible to those who have paid above a pay grade? Or should we all run it based on honesty and say, I am doing my best and I put out whatever I know for you, and it's your side of the deal is that you donate in return, you know? And we just agree that every video, everything that we put out is $5, you know? Because, uh, you know, I'm not putting out that many videos, but it's a lot of work. And the information we're trying to pull together and the community effort that we're trying to get started is immense. And the physical damage that the secret services are inflicting on us in return, and the police, is staggering. And we have healthcare costs because of that too. And so do our families. And we have to replace broken stuff non-stop, you know? I don't know how best to do it. To be honest, I don't like Patreon because it's tied to PayPal. Uh, so if I want to have the money, I either pay to PayPal, and PayPal blocked me, and they blocked me forever, so they don't want to, they just cut the ties, the business ties. And the other way is to use, I think, what's it called? Payoneer. So not Pioneer, but Payoneer. And they cream off 2%, I think, of everything, which isn't that much, but you know, we could run it either way. I just don't trust Payoneer, and I just don't want the funds to be locked away again. So, and also I want to make the information available to everybody. You know, I think it's better if everybody chips in with $5 than those who really need to make their own quote bundle not be able to afford the information. You know, that's what I think. But we need much more money, and the donors, the main donors we have who are donating, you know, over and over, it's not enough. They can't, you know, be expected to fund all this alone. So, you know, we really need help in so many ways. But so do all the children, you know. And remember that for every woman and every adult who gets raped and murdered, I'm pretty sure that it's at least between, you know, I think I would say 100 children. That's my estimate. Somewhere between 50 and 100 children, I think. Uh, yeah, so we really need your help. I have not been as productive today as I wanted to be because I'm just being machine gunned non-stop, mostly into the head and into the breasts, you know? But mostly into the head, and I just can't work to my full capacity because they want to dumb me down and they want to mutilate me, you know, and I can't work fast enough to actually get this project done in time on my own. I can't. I really, really can't. What I achieve every day is just pathetic compared to what I, you know, used to be able to before I got mutilated non-stop. And and there's some things where we just need help. We really need help from absolutely every single person who hears this, you know. And we can't tell you what you need to do, only you know what you can do. But whatever you can do, whatever that is, and it's everything that you can possibly think of, you have to do, and you have to do it now, because we just can't cope on our own anymore, you know. That's the truth. So decide how we're gonna do some fundraising. Are we going with Patreon? Or are we going to go with honesty and integrity and everybody taking their own responsibility, you know, and standing up for what they actually like and they want to see, and keeping in mind that the people who are bringing these particular videos to you, they are being tortured non-stop. It's like having, you know, it's like having lecture courses put on by people in Auschwitz while they're in the gas chamber with the remaining energy that they have. You know, would you pay for the upkeep? Would you pay to feed them? Would you pay to keep them going? And would you try to help them? Uh, anyway, just think about it and let me know. So you can email me. I'm on contact@stop007.org, and I'm very sorry that I'm not my usual composed self, but sometimes when you just miss the people you love, and when you lose the people you love one after the other, at some point it's just too much. And you know what I think? We need the heads of Intel dead. We need them going through a court martial, and they need to get the death penalty for what they have done to all the millions of people who are already dead, and to those who are now being murdered as we speak. All the heads of European intelligence and in the US, they all have to be put to death after war crimes tribunals. I really believe that that's the only way to repair the world. And a lot more heads of the military and heads of the police who refuse to stop the Holocaust. They all need to be put to death, just so that civil society shows the mafia that we too can kill, and we too will kill. They can't just, you know, do everything they want with us. That's the truth. Psychopaths only respond to death. That's the truth, and that's what I see borne out every single day, because the people around me are dying, because they're being murdered. So, anyway, onwards to court cases. I want honest, open, transparent war crimes tribunals. I don't want lynchings. But think about what you want to stand for, and think about it fast, okay? Bye for now, and all the best to all of you out there.